We're going to do some more token production here for the Spelljammer Combat and Exploration publication that we're going to be putting out here on the DMs Guild as soon as it's finished. So give me a second here to check my my signal here, and then and then okay, great. So if you follow me on Twitter, I've just posted that I am live. So if you want to catch more signal in the future, you're welcome to follow me on Twitter at Phil Kearney. I'm going to boost my signal here real quick across the interwebs using Discord. So give me a hot second here for me to punch out that signal, and then we're going to start. We'll start getting into tokens. Hold on, something wonky going on with my machine. There we go. Okay, it looks like everything's okay. So, hold on. Copy, and then... All right, great. So, hey, if you don't know who I am, my name is Phil Kearney. I develop 5e D20 content. What is going on with my copy paste functionality here on my keyboard? My keyboard's been wonky for the past day. I don't really understand what's going on with it. Hey, okay, great. So yeah, like I said, I create PDF documents. There's actually a link down in the description down below that'll take you to a slew of the stuff that I've made on DMs Guild, and you're welcome to pick through that stuff because it's all 100% free preview. You can read all my work from cover to cover, so you can gather the knowledge that I'm of stuff that I'm creating here, and then you can decide if you want to invest in it or not, which would be very supportive of the third-party community, even if they're on the DMs Guild. They are trying to build things better than what the than what Wizards of the Coast gave us. So it's proper that they would be publishing stuff on the DMs Guild if we're using DMs Guild, if we're using WotC IP content, like Spelljammer, for instance. But check it out. And we're going to get into some production. Like we built this book cover here on stream. I think back around episode 20 something maybe. Anyway, so here's a cosmic horror. We had attempted to make a token for this, but it turned out like garbage. Here, let me show you what garbage looks like. I don't know what I was thinking there. I was just trying to fill the space, but it looks stupid as hell. So I'm happy to not look at that again. What I do want to do though is get myself on a black line art. I can drop a... How do I translate that thing into something fun? Something I actually want to look at. I better set my timer. We'll be doing this for about an hour 45 minutes today. And then I will be offline for the rest of the day. I will be offline tomorrow. I will be back online Monday morning like we usually do. I'll be doing more Eberron cartography production there, so I'm looking forward to that. We're almost done with the edits for the Spelljammer Combat and Exploration manuscript, so I think it's just going to be like another week or so, and we'll probably be dropping that into page layouts, which is going to be a change of pace for this channel, so keep an eye out for that. That'll probably end up being our Monday and Thursday night streams for a while, though I'll be doing a lot of that work off stream as well, just because it's got to get done and I can't be on the stream all the time. But so okay, great. Let's look at the components of this thing. It's got, looks like it breaks into 3 parts, and those 3 parts lead to a tail. I mean, you split it out like that, it looks pretty dumb. I don't know what the horror is. I guess it's just like really big. I guess that could be scary, not being, you know, significant to other creatures in the world around you. Like, sure. I mean, that's kind of what it is, right? That's, I mean, it's all folded up and weird looking here, but it's basically, it's 1, 2, 3 tentacles and a tail. Yeah, so this thing has like a central, I mean, my illustration wasn't wrong. This is not inaccurate. It just doesn't look good. Oh, it also lacks the symmetry. This actually has it looks like this has yeah, symmetry is the word I was looking for, and I had it, so I may as well just use it. I don't know how I'm fancying stuff up by trying to find something more fancy than the word symmetry. As in, like, whatever. What I do need to do is figure out how I'm going to fill the space with this thing, man. I think we only have 2 more tokens after this one. I could. It's not a good pose. I'm looking for a good pose. I'm going back through and I am fixing that that asteroid map for the Neogi hunt that we were working on. It just felt too blockish, so I had to rearrange where some of the paths led, so it felt a little less dungeony. The point of it was that it was very dungeony by nature, but oh, I kind of like this pose. Squinch this a bit. Okay, I think that's kind of cool. So let's see if that's got legs. I'm trying to delete that. I mean, it's technically trash. So let's toss it in a trash bin. I'm gonna actually duplicate this layer because this line art is really informative. Calendar. Those aren't much longer than this. So that's a good tentacle length. Let's go with that. How's my volume? Yeah, that's good. And cool. How does this look? So we got weird that it has a front. What's up with those wings? Okay, well, I mean, I guess it has a front and back, so I guess we got to incorporate those weird ass wings somehow. Okay, you can do that. Interesting. All right, let's do that. Wait. Okay. Get rid of that. We got this here. This is here. We're sussing this out, folks. I got coffee waiting for me. I can smell it. I can smell it. Like that. Something like that. Just like that. Okay, so do I want to have? I want to do. I'm trying to work out how to get some angles on this thing so it's a little more splayed out so you can see its anatomy, but not make it sit all weird. Well, if something is going to stump me, high CR creatures, I'm okay with it because those are bigger challenges. Space Guppy was easy to do. Ironically, it's a CR 0 creature, so it's not like it took me much experience to be able to defeat that challenge, but here we are. The CR 19 to 22 range, and suddenly I'm having problems? Okay. I enjoyed the poetry of that. Maybe I can do something like this. stupid shaped thing. I gotta hide you, buddy. I can't have you hanging out. That'll work. That actually might work, yeah. All right. Hey, we're getting someplace. I think I'm okay with that as a design. I'm going to grab coffee. Because there's coffee for me to grab. Oh, man. What a good morning. I'm pleased. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. Well, this is gonna work out okay. I certainly don't feel like how to put it. I certainly feel like this project isn't fighting me. That's the way to put it. Like this shape, this creature, is not hating on me left and right. I think it was hating on me so much in the last streams because it was a bad design and it didn't want to be born. And I should have listened to it. Should not have created that thing. I prefer evil genius. Idiot scientist out of here. What if I do this? Nah, leave it like that. But what if I put a twist? Thank you, Timely Timer. Let's keep time. We still got 90 minutes. We might be able to get this thing done in the time that we have. I think once I get the line work of like this base silhouette done, I think the rest is going to flow pretty smoothly. What I got on plate today for myself? I got after we finish stream here with these tokens, I'm going to go back to the Eberron Cemetery map and flesh out some of those grave puddles and probably work on the asteroid map a little bit more. Get it prepped for me to stream. And then we got what we got? We got Martial Powers on Monday. We're going to be building out magic equipment on Monday. That feels... This could be a little bit longer. No, that's legit. Yeah, that's working out. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, that's right, Lane. Okay, cool. Those are good. notes. Sorry, I don't have a lot to say this morning, apparently. I'm just trying to get this right. All right, well, that overall shape looks pretty good. Happy with that. And just dive in a little bit closer. Just make sure the curves all work good. And then we'll colorize it. And then we'll move on to the next piece. So we got Lunar Dragons, Aesthetics. I think Aesthetic and Lunar Dragon is the only things I have left. Actually, after this, I reserve the right to be wrong. Rid of all those weird little bits and standardize those claws a little bit better. Go. Pretty cool. That. Nice. All right, good. And here, these little hooks. Almost done with the silhouette. Happy about that. Certainly flowed a shitload smoother than the last one did, so I'm on the right path again. Currently. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Get back to this guy. There. Stay on target. All right, I hear you. I hear it. Nice. Let's keep it going. Nice. Let's. Thank you. Let's keep it going. Okay. It's an aberration. There you go. No, it's too thin. Almost freaking done. Good. Now let's work on the tail. And then I think we'll be ready to go into color. Save button because everything just flickered. Okay, cool. Let's figure out if these are where I want my eyes to be. Okay. All right. Token complete. Let's see if I can up the size a touch. What happens if we twist it about like this? That's actually really fun. Okay, nice. Now we'll start layering in some color. So, how about it? Lunar Dragon. Oh, Lunar Dragon, Megapede, and Aesthetic after this one. So there are 3 things after this one. Blech. I think I know how to go. I think I know how to do. Let's just start here. right, that's a start. And let's keep it going. There we go. Very chillax stream today. Very quiet. There we go. Nice. All right. Let's see. There. Okay, good. Now we can get into the purple of it. Timely timer, keeping time. Let's just smudge some color in here. You know what? No, I don't think I'm gonna add in the darker purple yet. I think I'm gonna just stay with what we got for now, just to flesh it out, and then I can start adding dark patches on top of it. Oh man. My chops are itchy. I don't know why. I want to do that same. I kind of want to do that same fade with these tentacles. I like this fade effect. That's really cool. On the screen, hi. Yeah, I seriously don't have things to say today. It's surprisingly silent. I'm fighting momentum to not be on stream at all. It's goofy. Yeah, it was a little rough. There's a little bit of roughage around these curves. I'm going to have to end up smoothing those out. Hey, Hornetico, man. It's good to see you, my dude. Yeah, I've been pretty quiet today. I'm not very entertaining, so I don't blame you for skipping out on me. But we're just making we're converting the cosmic horror from the Spelljammer book into a into a token. Cool. Oh man, I am just absolutely itchy this morning. I got maybe what is it, 10:30 now? I only got about a half hour left today. Oh, I'm gonna grab some more coffee and then get back at this. Yeah. I hear you, buddy. I hear you. There. It's a little shy of 28 minutes. Yeah, I got 28 minutes on the block. So we are coming along on the edits for the Spelljammer book. It is it's without illustration and layout. It's currently sitting on 111 pages, and we got about, I'd say about 90 of them are edited to the point where we can lay them out, like super like done-ish. I'm holding off on actually doing layouts for it until the full piece is done, because I'm still, there's no rush. There's no rush for me to dive into layout. But especially if I'm still doing assets like this. But this asset production is going to be done sooner than later. And then the only thing we'll have left to do is the layouts and interior illustrations. And I won't know what interior illustrations I need until obviously I build the book and see how the content lays out into the page spaces, and once we see how it can fold out, from there we look at how much text do I actually want on a page. Like if I have an opportunity for me to build a diagram or like an illustration to better visualize something that is being expressed on that page, how much of that concept do I just want to be the only thing on the kind of like how Mjorkbjörg has have a single sentence and then have a page of artwork. I don't think I want to get that crazy. But I like the idea of having a complete, like if I'm going to have something on a page, it would be cool to be able to complete the thought on the page, even if that thought is part of a bigger thing. Like if we're talking about like scaling combat, for instance, being able to have like comments about 5 foot, 50 foot, and 500 foot scale as a flow, like that being on the page, and then having an illustration on a page or like a diagram of changing scales. Would be like a complete thought. I think that'd be a really good way to organize it, but we won't necessarily know exactly how we're going to do that until the edits are done, and we drop the page drop the book into actual layouts. But I am open to adding those sorts of assets as needed, just to make sure the thing does what it's supposed to do, like just so people can grok it, just so it can be crossed easily. So there's already a lot of Spelljammer concepts out on the market because I'm slow, that I'm already competing against that have a lot more momentum built behind them. So I just got to do a good job, and hopefully it'll resonate with people, and it'll be something that that people are willing to take a look at. We'll see. I am hopeful, ready to be disappointed. And that's the only way you can really be when you're putting out a book. Unless it's kickstarted, of course. If it's kickstarted, it's guaranteed. You know, you already know how many people are interested in it, and that's really motivating. That's actually very, very motivating. It's actually a very, very good reason to kickstart. I feel like I'm being a little nitpicky here, but I can afford to be. Yeah, that feels pretty good. I'll take this down here. Working on some cover. Working on cover art. Nice, man. I know you put the pilot out already. What piece is this that you're working on? Almond Raw. I do love this song. This one's for a term project, basically a setting guide I've got in the background while I work on my new... Oh, right on, man. That's cool. Good luck. I'm just crazy tired. I'm gonna take a nap after this. That's what I'm gonna do. It's basically like Vinci 3, Musketeers, Romeo and Juliet. Oh, right on, right on. That what era is that? The like Renaissance sort of era, perhaps? Question mark. Well, we have that base in. Let's get that going. Renaissance is pretty much the vibe I'm going for, except for fantastical elements, of course. Absolutely. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Right on, man. Age of Invention. Right. Fine art, philosophy, the works. Right, right. Nice. That's cool, man. Is this is this the default setting that you're building for the system that you've been working on, or is this just like a system agnostic, just play space for people to explore as a setting? Oh God, I've got oil or something in my eye. This is the way. I was originally wanting to make more setting for highlight and show off the system, but making it system agnostic might actually be a really good way to go. Oh, I didn't realize I had introduced that idea to you. So cheers, man. You'll figure it out. You know the right thing to do when it's done, or you know when it tells you what to do. You know. Anyway, yammer, thunderclatter. There. Hold on. Yeah, that'll do. All right, so let's do like an underbelly sort of thing. Yeah. Huh, how does that go? Oh, it fades out pretty quickly. Interesting. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, this coloration only goes to like, I wouldn't actually even see it on over here. Maybe like a little bit over here, like that. Yeah, it is. It's turning pretty cool. Ugh. It is the Cosmic Horror. It's Eldrazi with the serial code filed off, basically. Like it's funny how they don't want to use their own IPs. I get it that they're protective of what content they'd want to have D&D stuff in, but yeah. It's got stuff like that all down. It's bits like that, so I can fade this in. And of course, we got the take all that. There's just the black and white token. Just the silhouette by itself. I think the silhouette looks fucking fantastic just as it is. It's the coloration process, obviously, that we have to worry about texture and all that other stuff since we're introducing. God, my eye is just blurf. There's that and right. But yeah, it's fun. It's a fun little experiment. And I've been liking the production flow process like a lot on how these on the silhouette, coloring in over the silhouette has been working out really great for a token. And I've been lining up assets for me to do ship tokens as well. So already I'm kind of I'll be honest, I'm kind of kicking myself about how I did this because somebody went and basically just colored the maps that are in the Spelljammer book, and it's up to a platinum sale. Like they've sold 1,000 of them for $5, just basically coloring the ship deck plans. It made $2,500 doing that. I mean, $2,500 is pretty much pocket change, but still. It's a platinum badge, so it's I don't know what my goals here are. I obviously don't have good business acumen. Otherwise, I would have just put out a token asset packet and then worried about the book later. So I follow the path that I think is the right thing for me to do, and then I see it's that imposter syndrome. It's a very subtle form of imposter syndrome of me doubting the decisions, the business decisions I make when I go into producing a piece. So or a book, a PDF in general. But I'm kind of in the middle of the project, so me having doubt at this stage is not unusual. I think it's just part of the workflow. It's my conviction that I'm testing myself on, and I'm finding interesting things to compare myself against to put me in that cloud of doubt, as it were. Cloud of doubt is actually one of the hazards that we have in the Spelljammer book. There's a number of different types of wild storms that we go into, and there are different magic effects. And one of them that's distinct to the astral plane is if you run into the system, the effects is that it forces you to make a morale check for your team, for the crew. That if you have any crew on the ship, NPC crew, you have to make a morale check for them, and they'll potentially mutiny on you, as well as it adds like D6 days to your travel time if you don't know, like the way that works is if you don't notice a wild, like if you don't, I'm gonna read what you had to say here. Hey, what's up, loading? Yeah, so the thing is with these once we get into layouts, we'll look at every page of the book, and I can talk about them as I go, as I'm pushing text around and stuff. I honestly don't know how interactive of a process that's going to be, because I've never tried doing layouts on stream before, but we're getting close to that point where the layouts for the Spelljammer book will be done, and it'll be appropriate for me to start dropping that text here into the layout program and producing stuff. But I don't know how fun or entertaining that process is going to actually be for folks to watch. But it's kind of part of the equation. Like, you know, if the whole purpose of the stream is to kind of like walk people through what goes on in book production, then it's appropriate to have at least some streams that are doing page layout, because that's a very important part of the process, obviously. But yeah, so the wild wild storms that we have in the book, it's like 8 different types, maybe it's 6, I don't remember. It's a slew of different effects, like it's like you know, it's a storm system that's flowing through either wild space or through the astral or the astral plane, and your ships are moving so fast. And these storms aren't necessarily very big. There's a chance you're not going to notice it until you're like right up on it. And so if your navigator rolls a poor scanning check while they're focusing on the ship orrery to see these things coming at them, by the time you notice it, you could be X amount into it. So depending on, we have a random table for how big the storm is. And then the size of the storm sets the DC for how easy it is for your navigator to notice it before you run into it. Based on the size of the storm, if you notice it before you enter it, we have a listing of how long it takes compared to the size of the storm for you to actually circumnavigate it, so you don't have to encounter the storm, but it's still an obstacle that you have to deal with, which is a great DM device to lead you into an encounter that you like. If you want them to encounter something in wild space, and they're flying along this trajectory, throwing a wild storm in front of them that they now have to navigate around is a great way to have them curve around and run into this thing you actually wanted them to hit, with the pressure of a storm heading your way. And these storms have different effects, like there's like damage from lightning. Some of them are dense with particulates in them, so if you try to move at, like, you can only go so fast inside the system, so you can further slow people down while they're traveling through them. There's obviously creatures can inhabit these storm systems, like air elementals or lightning elementals, or like Zegi and Zagia. And then in the astral plane, there's the Cloud of Doubt, which is it's a psychic storm that if you don't notice it and you get into it, again, your crew can mutiny, and you have to add days to your travel time because you can't properly focus on where you think your destination to. And in the astral plane, the travel time from getting one location to another is similar to scrying, in that it has a degree of familiarity with it. So the less familiar with a location you are, the longer it takes for you to arrive. And when you get there, you're going to have a further distance away from actually being there. So if it's your home where you grew up in, and you roll incredibly well on your navigation check through the astral plane, when you get to the wild space system that your home is located inside of, when you exit the astral plane, you could appear like literally in front of your doorstep. It's kind of like a teleportation effect based on the distance from your like, if you don't know this place at all, you'll end up at the absolute outer edge of the system. Now you have a long crawl, hex crawl to get to the destination that you want. But if it's someplace you're intimately familiar with, when you exit into the wild space system, you can just appear like just floating above your home, as it were. So the Cloud of Doubt was a joke about me questioning my business acumen in the production of this project. But I think the creative element is absolutely there. But and then if you don't notice the system, depending on the size of the system, the storm. If you don't notice the storm and you actually get into it, like you fly into it before you can realize it's there. Now, oh crap! Now we're in a storm. Depending on the size of the storm, will determine how deep into it is that you are, and thus how long it takes for you to get out of it. And of course, the elemental damage, the creatures attacking you, the slowing of the speed, it can confuse you, so you end up getting lost inside of it. So it's like a Sargasso, you end up circling around inside of it. A lot of different fun little effects that the DM can use to basically slow a party's roll, for lack of a better word, I guess. But yeah, it's pretty fun. That's cool shit. I like it. What the? Wait. Thank you. There. Perfect. Perfect. What you got saying here? I was thinking that would be a 10 anything below. That would be accumulated exhausted against. Wait, hold on. Hey Phil, what do you think? Oh, great. We got a question. Hold on. Let me get my window from clipping stuff here. Someone's asking my opinion. Of course, I want to share it. So let's see what we're talking about here. There. That's proper. Okay, so what do you think would be a good mechanic for players in jail or spent in jail? I was thinking exhaustion. I was thinking the DC would be 10. Anything below would accumulate exhaustion. Anything above negate it. That sounds pretty interesting. So, So like, is this a particular adventure or scenario that you're creating that would have? What is it? Oh, that's what I did. Okay, I was wondering, like, where the hell's my thing? I turned it off. But yeah, man, tell me more about that. Because exhaustion is harsh. I have done extensive games with a lot of exhaustion as the penalty, and it is unfun. It is very unfun unless you're using the revised, like if we're talking D&D. If you're using the revised exhaustion from one D&D playtesting, that is a much more fun, dynamic sort of exhaustion. It's not. It probably needs some condition modifiers along the path, but the general gist of the one D&D is that each degree of exhaustion is basically a -1 to any D20 test into your DCs, like your spell DCs and stuff. So it has 10 steps instead of 6, and it doesn't have any severe condition modifiers. It's the 5e exhaustion condition modifiers are absolutely just freaking brutal on how a character can act and perform. And the problem with characters, and this might be player fallacy, that players just don't want to slow their roll. They do not want to slow down, especially if they smell like there's a timing issue. If they think they could, like, the fear of missing out on characters is ridiculous. It is massive. So you have to take into account that them being exhausted just makes it less fun for them to do what they're going to be driven to do. And it's really difficult for a DM to kind of lift the mask for a second. It's like, hey, you guys need to take a rest. You're going to get your asses kicked. And that's almost like code to them for, the DM wants time for the NPCs to get away or something. We are 100% not slowing down. Like, I see this happen over and over and over again. It's almost its own meme at this point, at least at my table. So you got to be careful about adding exhaustion onto characters, because it is not gonna sculpt their behavior, like, at all. It would have plenty of time to take long rests. Fair. Okay, so where's the exhaustion mechanic coming from? If they're just going to be able to recover from the exhaustion while they're in jail, there's no real point for them having exhaustion in jail unless there is something, unless there's an encounter or something that's pivoting off of that. And shit, it's 11:01, so I have to bail out of here in a few minutes, but yeah, I am hitting my window. My window is closing here for me to be on stream today, but I want to get over here like this. this, and this, and this. Beat-a-dip. But as a DM, I'm really sensitive about what if I'm going to invest time onto the characters performing this task, I want to make sure it's going to be something that they're enjoying and having fun performing. Not like they're trapped there and it's an obligation for them. Like, we can't start having fun until we solve this puzzle. Boy, we really hate this puzzle. You know, like that is to me, that's the worst case scenario as a DM, that there's an idea that's like, I think this is fun, but the players absolutely disagree. This is not fun, and all they want to do is get around it. Like, I'm particularly sensitive to introducing scenarios where, exhaustion is going to limit their options on what they're trying to do. So if I'm going to sculpt an encounter that's involving exhaustion, I want to make sure that there's a clearly defined path, that there's an endpoint, and that there's an opportunity for them to recover from the condition at the end of the task. So depending on the crime, they can spend very much time in jail. So while they're in jail, they're just permanently exhausted, and when they get out of jail, the exhaustion disappears. Various times in jail. Yeah, players hate being in jail. Absolutely loathe it. But the only thing they hate more than being captured is having their shit taken away. Like, you really gotta have it bolted down. Like, why is that important in the campaign? Because they will fight that to the bloody end. There's that, and I wanna actually, before I end this stream, I do. I want to get into this darker stuff. I want to just start mucking around with the texturing here. This is the fun stuff. This is the fun stuff here. I want to have fun. This is what we came here for. See if you comfortably slept or rested. So it would be are we just talking about like just a universal penalty / condition of being imprisoned? Is that where you're going? Because developing a system of incarceration is viable, especially if you're doing like a community city urban campaign where there's consequences to drawing weapons on tax-paying citizens in the area. Like, the municipality gets pretty pissed off when adventurers kill their tax base. That's like a quick way for you to get invited to not be in that community or in that scenario potentially imprisoned. So the context for why they're in prison is actually pretty important to the scenario about like what kind of penalties will be there. I'm going to actually switch to this chisel and push it up really high because I think I want to get a kind of a scratchy texture here. I'm in overtime right now, but I'm willing to hang out for a few minutes. But I think I'm going to. My gal and I are doing brunch, so I'm expecting her to ping me, and when she does, I'm going to bail on. I will absolutely bail on stream for the day so I can get some shoes on and kick out of here. She's going to call me when she's near. Right on, dude. Comfortably slept and retired. Right on, man. Out of here in a few minutes. Yeah, I don't want to poop on your party, man. I think I just want to better understand the context behind the imprisonment thing. But drop me a line, man. Either throw me a signal in Discord, or hit me on Twitter with a message, or whatever. But or just put it in the comments. What it is you got going on, and if I have any intelligent thoughts that I can actually add to the conversation, then instead of just crapping on you, because that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to dissuade you. I'm trying to just throw out some warning signals about, whatever it is that you're concocting. It's all for the sake of the players, right? We're creating performance art for our audience, which is a table of 2 to 5 other people. So we gotta make sure we're paying attention to how we're catering to what they want, and throwing up obstacles that frustrate them is fine, but they have to be on board with that. So anyway, yeah, this actually, I will. What are we doing? I'm gonna be off stream for the rest of the day. We're going to be back on Monday morning. We'll probably be doing some more Eberron stuff Monday morning. We'll have martial powers development. We'll be making magic items or power gear at lunch on Monday to curve off of the power system that we have. And then Monday night we'll be back, and we'll probably be doing more Spelljammer token stuff. Maybe some asteroid maps. I'm not sure. Probably token production. What we'll do Monday night. So that's my plans. I'm gonna be out of here for the rest of the day. I'll be out of here all tomorrow as usual, and then I'll be back and kicking that stuff on Monday. So I need to get some downtime crafting rules made for my system today. I should get into that. Right on, dude. Good luck to that. It took me a while to build them. There's the girl. I'm out of here. See ya.